What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review of um, Project Runway Season 19, Episode 13, I believe it is. But we are at the finale. We are down to our final four, and the final four are Chastity, Chantal, Coral, and Christina. Do you notice what all of them have in common? They are all women. For the first time in Project Runway history, we have a final four that is all female. Also, what Christian let us know is that 10 out of the 13 challenges this season have been won by one of those four women. So they definitely got it right. Christian definitely used his save on the right person at the right time. And I think we have a formidable finale, okay? They are one challenge away from getting to New York Fashion Week, and they brought all of the ladies to Rockefeller Park, Rockefeller Center, I should say, to give them the whole breakdown. And their challenge is to create a luxurious look. Hold on, I'm on the wrong page. I'm sorry. Their challenge is to create a luxurious look that is the next wave of fashion, right? Now, it's a one-day challenge, but they are going to have a seamstress to help them out. So Carly Class is the guest judge. You know, she was the host from the last two seasons, so she came back as a guest judge for this final. And so they were at the park to sketch their inspiration, and then they went to Mood, and the models actually met them at Mood, so they were really moving on this final challenge. So when they left Mood, Christian let them know that they were going to have a guest in the workroom when they got there. So when they got to the workroom, there were two women there, and they were both from the CFDA, excuse me, which of course is the organization, the fashion organization where they're going to be doing their internship if they win the finale. So one, the one woman was Sarah Kowalski, and she works in the education area at CDFA. So she would directly be working with them, with whoever the winner is. And then there was Tanique Beard. She's a consultant for the CFDA. I think I said that wrong the first time. CFDA. So they met with them collectively and just sort of kind of gave them a whole, this is what we will be looking for. This is why the internship is great. This is how we will help you. This is what you need to be looking at. This is what, we're looking for, fresh and innovative for the next wave of fashion, right? Then they met with them individually. They on the runway, they brought out all of their looks. Some of the looks were on mannequins, and I feel like the looks that were on mannequins were either the looks where they won the challenge or just some of their best looks. And they were able to give them like an individual critique, which I thought was I thought it was great. And so some of what they said with Coral, they absolutely loved Coral with her macrame signature and all of her pieces. They said that you took something that could have been crafty and could have been dated, and you made it modern, and you were able to wove it in to your looks. I'm gonna say this about Coral, and I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit because even getting to the look she did for the final for this challenge, that's the one thing I have said about Coral from the beginning was she had this signature that macrame from maybe the third challenge became her signature. And I've been watching this show for a long time. I feel like I've seen all 19 episodes, but at this point, it's been a long time. I can't swear to that, but I can almost swear to it. And I've seen where people come in and they have these signatures, and it ends up getting stale at a certain point because it's almost like they have to force it in just to have this signature. But I didn't get that from Coral. At no point in time this season did I feel like she was forcing it on us and it didn't fit and it was out of place. And there were even a few times where she didn't do it. And I think for that exact reason, like I'm not going to make myself do it just to make sure it's in there. There are certain designers that it by looking at it, and you never have to see the label. You never have to see a monogram, but by looking at it because there's a certain style there. There's a certain signature, and she has it. She absolutely has it. We'll get back to Miss Coral, but and that's kind of what they were giving her with that. Chantal, they're I'm sorry. I was looking at my notes. Um, that was Coral, sorry. Chantal, they're Chris. mm, yeah, no. Chantal, their note to Chantal was for her to edit back a little bit. Um, they were just telling her to edit. They said that her pieces did not. It didn't look like it all came from the same person. There were some great pieces, but it wasn't quite cohesive. Chastity, they were saying that Chastity definitely has that eye to dress celebrities and to dress people, and that she needs to figure out a way to tap into her community and tap into the resources to be able to um do the right job, get those jobs and build that resume. um Christina, I don't have my notes here for Christina. What they tell Christina? Oh, I don't know what they told Christina, but they did like Christina. They liked that flowy look that Christina had, but I don't remember her specific critique. I ain't write it down. Must not have been that important. So in the workroom, what I loved in the work, let me tell you something. Chastity, I don't know if you watch my reviews or not. You probably don't. I'm in your live every week though with you and Bones. I love y'all's lives. But anyway, Chastity girl, you had me crying in this episode. There were a couple of times where you had me over here in tears, and this was one of them. I have been saying all season long in my reviews that I love, love, love those moments that you and Christian share. You and Christian are absolutely hilarious, and I really feel like through this process, you guys built a real foundation for a friendship, right? I think it is just genuine. It is hilarious. Y'all are funny to me. And when he came around to do your consultation, how emotional you were, because you were just like, I'm gonna miss him. Like, this is our last time. This is the last time we're gonna have this moment, and I'm going to miss getting on his nerves. That's hilarious. Um, when he went to Christina, he was telling Christina that her look was something, it wasn't quite new. He said, I feel like this is something you've put down the runway before. I don't feel like this is something that's new that we haven't seen. And remember, we're looking for innovative. With Coral was going to give you this final macrame in your face. I'm ready for it. I am here for it. Here you go. Outfit, and she was trying to put some pants with it, and Christian was like, why are you going to put pants with that? Can't you just make that the best damn dress that you have ever made? Because the beading and the macrame that you have going on is already great. Like, you don't need to add all the rest of this to it. Chantal was making a white pantsuit, and he was a little nervous about her timing on it. Even with the seamstresses, he just felt like maybe she was, but he loved the white suit. He loved the ideas of it. Oh, you know what? Y'all, let's just go to the pictures. Let's do the pictures. So hold on. Where do I want to start? Let's start with well, since I just got finished talking about Chantal, let's start with Chantal. This was Chantal's suit. Baby, I was here for all of this. I was here for all of this. This white suit with the pleats in the right places with the little peekaboo. Because the only thing, like, even if you have big breasts, you could still work that look. It might give you a little bit more of a peekaboo. But I love those slits at the top. And then the slits on the side, honey, darling, yes. Yes, that's an up close look on the slits. So I was here for Miss Chantal's outfit. Okay, I was here for it. All right, excuse my creaking chair. Lord have mercy. All right, and then excuse me. Let's go to Miss Chastity. Chastity made us a nice old black evening gown, honey. She said that this is a woman who is stomping out of the pandemic. She said that she got black, even though she know Christian wanted her to use color, because black for her means powerful. And when she was on the runway explaining her look, she got very emotional. They asked her, did you think that you would be in the final four? And she said no. And she got very emotional. She said, 2020 was a very dark year for her. She talked about, not having business, which means not having money, which means she was having a hard time taking care of her family, how it put her in a deep depression, and it just put her in a really bad space. Again, this was another spot where I got emotional, Miss Chastity. Excuse me. So we have our little, cutout here in the waist area. And the critique she got, I agree with. I liked the dress. I thought it was absolutely evening wear. I thought it was great. It wasn't overdone. It wasn't underdone. It was a really good piece to have in a closet. But I do see how it could be a little dated. Like it could definitely be a little dated. I could see that. But it was definitely a well-made dress, and it was very, it was all everything in the right places, right? Everything in the right places. So I did like Chastity's outfit, dress, excuse me, wasn't outfit. But I was like, oh, I hope she's not in the bottom because this right here, ma'am, this was it. Okay. It wasn't my favorite look of the night, but this was it. Okay. But when I saw Christina's look, I was all right. I said, well, hopefully Chastity be all right, because this right here, I wasn't feeling. It was a nice streetwear look, don't get me wrong, but I felt the same way the judges felt. They were like, this is just a little too complicated. Like, it's nice, it's streetwear, it's giving you, but like this side sash right here opened up, and this is just like a little top under here, like a little what they call it, bandino top right here. And again, I would have liked this for the streetwear challenge, but I don't know if I like this for the final challenge look. Okay. So this was my bottom look. This was my bottom look. Okay. But baby, my top look, coral. This dress was everything. Do y'all see? Listen, I had to get it up close on it. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that macrame, that beading? Do y'all see that neck piece that she made? And then the bottom skirt is like just a sheer, you can see the sheer dress here. This was my favorite. I said, Coral, if that don't get you to New York Fashion Week, I don't know what will. Okay. But when we got down to it, honey, and the judges got to talking, let me tell you something. I knew at the beginning of this episode what the end of this episode was going to give. The judges didn't even tell them to leave the runway. They said, listen, Brandon was like, listen, let me talk to my girls for a minute. And they went over there and they, well, we've made a decision. And in my mind, I was like, y'all know what the decision was, child. They didn't even look at their cards. They didn't even talk about who had the top, who had the low. They just went over there in the corner and talked. Baby, listen, I knew when it was a final four of all women that all y'all was going to New York Fashion Week. They didn't even play that game of, well, one of you will be eliminated, but we're going to let all of y'all make a collection and we'll decide when you get here. Nah, they was like, fuck it. All y'all going to do is a runway. You're going to have 5 months to make 10 pieces, and you got, was it 10 pieces or 7 pieces? And you got $10,000. Listen, I'm here for all of that. I am here for all of that. So, baby, I can't wait to see what my girls are going to bring. I know it's going to be a great runway show, and everybody's going to give me something different. I think Chastity, now that she's going to have some time to really, I think we're going to see some exquisite pieces. I'm here for, I like Chantal, and I think Coral is going to be the bees naives. Christina, I'm a little worried about. I'm a little worried about. But I'm here for it. Next week is the finale, and I'm going to see what they bringing. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.